you ever wondered what could ruin your trip to Armenia? I've got 10 things that might derail your plans if you're not prepared. And trust me, tip number 4 is something many travelers forget. Let's make sure your Armenian adventure goes smoothly. Welcome back to the Trip Raider, your no-nonsense travel channel. This is me, Steve, travel insider who explores the world with my wife, Cuisine. Armenia is rich in history and culture, and I want to help you navigate it without any hiccups. So let's dive into the top 10 things that could ruin your trip if you're not careful. Number 10. Don't expect everyone to speak English. While you'll find English spoken in many parts of Yerevan, the capital, Armenia is still very much a country where Armenian and Russian dominate, especially outside of the city. Many older Armenians speak Russian due to Soviet influence, and even younger generations may be more comfortable with Russian than English. If you're visiting villages or rural areas like Tavush or Sayunik, it's helpful to know some basic Armenian phrases. This can be a lifesaver when navigating directions, ordering food, or even getting assistance. Consider downloading a translation app for on-the-go help. Time for some trivia. What is the typical greeting in Armenia? A handshake and a hug. B, a kiss on both cheeks. Vote in the comments and find out the answer at the end of the video. Number 9. Don't overlook Armenian etiquette. Armenians are known for their hospitality, and declining food or drink, especially in someone's home, can come across as offensive. This is more than just politeness, it's cultural. When you're offered something, it's a sign of friendship and warmth, so even if you're full, try to accept at least a small portion. This is especially important during family gatherings, which can last for hours, often involving multiple courses. Keep in mind that toasting with local wine or brandy is also part of the tradition. Here's some more trivia. What's the name of Armenia's famous brandy? A, Ararat brandy. B, Savan brandy. Comment your guess and I'll reveal the answer later. Number 8. Don't drink tap water. Though Armenia has many natural springs, tap water in certain areas, especially in rural villages, might not always be safe to drink. Stick to bottled water or drink from public fountains known as polpolaks. These are scattered throughout the country and are usually safe to drink from. Locals use them all the time, and the water is fresh, cold, and natural, often coming straight from the mountains. In Yerevan, the water is generally fine, but if you're heading out into the countryside, always ask the locals if the water is safe. Trivia. What's the highest peak in Armenia? A, Mount Ararat. B, Mount Aragats. Lock in your answer, and we'll circle back to it. Number 7. Don't ignore church dress codes. Armenia is home to some of the most ancient Christian churches in the world, such as the Echmidzin Cathedral, the oldest state-built church. When visiting these religious sites, it's important to dress modestly. This means no shorts, no sleeveless tops, and for women, covering your head is often expected. For men, avoid hats indoors. The church is not only a place of worship but a site of cultural significance, so showing respect is crucial. And if you're heading to Korvirap, make sure to dress warmly. It's in an open area and can get chilly even in summer. More trivia? Yes, please. When did Armenia adopt Christianity as the state religion? A, 301 AD. B, 451 AD. Let's see how many of you know this one. Number 6. Don't forget about extreme weather. Armenia is a land of contrasts, with summers that can reach scorching temperatures in Yerevan and freezing winters in higher altitudes. The weather can change dramatically between different regions, so packing appropriately is essential. In the summer, light clothing is perfect for Yerevan, but if you're heading to places like the Aragatsan region or Lake Savan, even summer evenings can get quite chilly. If you're visiting during winter, expect snow in the mountains and icy roads, especially in places like Lori and Shirak. Trivia. How high is Armenia's famous Lake Savan above sea level? A, 1,900 meters. B, 1,300 meters. Stick around for the answer at the end of the video. Number 5. Don't skip the villages. As much as Yerevan has to offer, Armenia's soul is in its villages. From the ancient monastery of Tatev in the south to the lush forests of Dilijan in the north, these rural areas are packed with history, nature, and culture. Villages like Areni are also known for their winemaking traditions, and no trip to Armenia would be complete without tasting some local wine. You'll find that many villagers still live off the land, farming or making crafts. Staying in a village can give you a glimpse into authentic Armenian life. Here is another trivia question. What fruit is Armenia known for? A. Grapes. B. Apricots. Make your best guess and we'll reveal the answers soon. Number 4. Don't rely on public transport schedules. If you're planning on using public transport, be aware that buses and marshrukas, shared minibuses, outside Yerevan may not run frequently or on a set schedule. In rural areas, it's not uncommon for buses to be late or not come on, so patience is key. Marshrukas are a cheap way to travel, but they can be crowded and uncomfortable. Renting a car is often a better option for flexibility, especially if you want to visit remote places like Noravank Monastery or the scenic Deb Canyon. Okay, this trivia question might be tough. What's the oldest winery discovered in Armenia? A. Veos Dzor Winery. B. Areni, one winery. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll reveal the answers soon. Number 3. Don't miss out on Armenian wine. Armenia is home to some of the world's oldest winemaking traditions, and the Areni region is where the magic happens. Wine in Armenia is a must-try, with many vineyards offering tours and tastings. Areni wine, made from local grapes, has a distinct flavor that's both fruity and earthy. If you're a fan of red wine, this is the place to be. Make sure to visit one of the local wineries and grab a bottle or two as souvenirs. Trivia: what's the name of Armenia's traditional bread baked in a clay oven? A. Lavash. B. Kikapuri. Comment below with your answer. Number 2. Don't skip Lake Savon's fresh fish. Lake Savon, one of the largest high-altitude lakes in the world, is not just a stunning spot for nature lovers but also famous for its fresh fish. The Ishkan Savon trout is a local delicacy that you absolutely have to try. Whether grilled, fried, or baked, this fish is rich in flavor and part of the region's culinary tradition. Many lakeside restaurants specialize in Savon trout, and it's best enjoyed with a side of locally grown herbs and vegetables. Trivia: what does Ishkan mean in Armenian? A. King. B. Warrior. Get your answers ready. I'll reveal it soon. Number 1. Don't miss Armenian cuisine. Armenian cuisine is a culinary adventure you don't want to skip. From korvats, grilled meats, to dolma, stuffed grape leaves, the variety of flavors will blow your mind. Be sure to try lavash, the traditional Armenian flatbread, often baked in a toner clay oven. Other must-tries include gapama, pumpkin stuffed with rice and dried fruits, harissa, a hearty wheat and meat porridge, and kufta, Armenian meatballs. Whatever you do, don't leave Armenia without indulging in its rich, flavorful dishes. Trivia: what's the Armenian dish made with stuffed grape leaves? A. Gapama. B. Dolma. Cast your vote in the comments, and I'll reveal the answers now. Alright, time to reveal the trivia answers. The typical greeting is a handshake and sometimes a hug, especially for close friends or family. However, if you are close enough, a kiss on both cheeks is also acceptable. Armenia's famous brandy is called A. Ararat brandy. The highest peak in Armenia is B. Mount Aragats. Armenia adopted Christianity as the state religion in A301 AD. Lake Savon is located at an altitude of 1,900 meters above sea level. Armenia is known for its B. apricots. The world's oldest winery was discovered at B. Areni one winery. Armenia's traditional bread baked in a clay oven is called A. lavash. In Armenian, Ishkan means A. king. The Armenian dish made with stuffed grape leaves is B. dolma. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button and stick around for more no-nonsense travel tips. Safe travels to Armenia.